Don't focus on the pagan influence itself, the pagan rituals. Those things are distractions. I believe what you should focus on is the fact that Jesus did what he did. He paid the price that we should have paid. He died the death that we should have died. He gave us eternal life in him, that by faith in him, by grace alone, through faith alone, that we might be saved. And that's what gives me joy. First of all, I am aware of the pagan influence in our church today. There are so many things that we can discuss, but we are not afforded the time. But I'll say this: you shouldn't allow pagan influence to keep you away from celebrating Jesus' resurrection. Easter Sunday is the day that we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. It happens to be the day that we chose. However, I think many of us miss the importance of the fact that we have a God who died for the sins of all mankind, who was put in the grave, and he rose on the third day. This is the main point of why we are celebrating on Easter Sunday in the first place. We're not celebrating the day itself. We're celebrating the event that transpired, which is Jesus rising from the dead. I mean, I say this in all love. I'm just responding to a question that I received from somebody on my YouTube. I just want you to know that it's more important to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus than the day itself, because this is what Christianity hangs on. This is what Christianity is all about. If Jesus didn't rise from the dead, then we shouldn't be celebrating no resurrection Sunday on Easter at all. But he did rise from the grave. And that should give you a confidence, that should give you a hope, that should give you a joy. Because what sin tried to do is keep you away from having a relationship with God. But what Jesus did, he put away sin and death. He paid the price of your sin, of our sin, so that we could have victory and have access to the Father and have eternal life in him. I think all that noise about the pagan influence and pagan talk, yes, there's a place for that. Yeah, we can talk about that. There's some things that we could address, but I think none of that matters, to be honest. I think what matters is what Jesus did, and that's what we should focus on. So don't focus on the pagan influence itself, the pagan rituals. Those things are distractions. I believe what you should focus on is the fact that Jesus did what he did. He paid the price that we should have paid. He died the death that we should have died. He gave us eternal life in him, that by faith in him, by grace alone, through faith alone, that we might be saved. And that's what gives me joy.